Hey, how's everybody doing today? It's me again, the capitalized king of the United Nations, King Eddie King Smith IV. Um, hmm, I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I'm making things. I'm inventing things that are going to be getting commissioned for the future of the world. And what else can I say? I'm integrating technology, um, sonic resonance technology. Um, what else? The activated water technology to what does it do? It prevents hepatoma cells from apostatizing. It's in the Journal of Nanoscience and Nanotechnology. It's tourmaline, tourmaline, is that right? Tourmaline centered activated water prevents um, apostasy of hepatoma cells. And they've had this information for a while. I'm sure they're using it on the back end for people. But it's also been around since the days of Egypt. You can see some of the science actually on the walls there. And what I'm doing is I'm taking some of that technology, I'm going to be integrating it into fountain technology, um, using the crystals and like gold plating and other things to make the water at these gardens that are going to be commissioned. It's gonna provide activated water for the local communities, and this water is actually it's great water because it is resonated with tourmaline, and actually it by osmosis of harmonic resonance coupling with the EMF field that is traversing the tourmaline crystals, which is driving the harmonic resonance, which is flowing along the gold around the fountain in the water, which is causing by osmosis and harmonic coupling the water to spin a certain way and to align with the phi resonance, which is the substrate of all of this slowed down light that it aligns along nodes of the phi with all the elements that are made. So I'm going to be making fountains for everybody. Yeah, I know it sounded cool, right? Or nerdy, but that was for the technical people who need to know what it is I'm talking about. For you, my brethren of Israel, you need to get smart, start getting your kids. Well, actually, I want your kids working on law, studying law, and I want you boys, the older ones, the elders, working on these crystal technologies that I'm explaining to you here. I want you getting this technology down. I want you getting the concept of what's going on. Yeah, Dad told the truth. To all praises to the Most High. My dad, my father, our Father, our Creator, who who's saving us. He's saving us. He's given everything back to us. Yeah, he's given everything back. He's given us not everything. He's given us. I'm sorry. He's not just giving everything back. He's given us everything right along with him. He's going to be our king eventually. Anyway, right now, for what's left of this planet, we're going to be making it. We're going to be showing our Father. We're going to be showing our Father that we're worthy to be, loyal, steadfast, righteous followers of the law, and that we're ready to ascend up to join eternity and in our eternal perpetual trust, which is the Unum Sanctum Trust. I believe in you. I believe in our Father. I wouldn't be doing these things I'm doing. Not at all. I'm positive, and I'm positive because of the fact of scientific exploration. I've been in 48 years now learning things and spending a good chunk of that time on physics, on law, on education, on comprehension of of what's going on and paying attention. The things that are important is our society. I'm talking to everybody around the world and all nations everywhere, all of my nations, all of my United Nations. The most important thing is comprehension and fairness in speech, not making agreements that are unfair to other parties or keeping inequities. I've been anointed to bring equity back and to bring righteousness back by law. So in doing so, what that means is we simply need to edify and to teach on, and everybody needs to know what actually our law is. We live in a situation where people don't comprehend the laws because the laws get twisted and twisted and twisted by grammar and definition, and by unrighteous representatives who have established my anointed authority over all nations. As the capitalized king of teeny little tiny kings. Take my advice. That's all I have to say. But, to the kings. But, there's so many things. There's lots of sciences that I am going to be giving out. I mean, lots of sciences. Apparently, the matings are really, really important for our planet. I think everybody knew that, but I don't think people comprehend how important that is. There's going to be a lot of technological investment into the young women of our nations. I'm talking everything from what we would call elementary now up. There's going to be changes as far as your appearance. I love what we're trying to do, but here's what I need you to comprehend. The days of mourning, they are over. Okay, mourning in biblical sense was when my great ancestor, King David, and yes, I am of King David. My name was actually supposed to be David, but my mom at the last second decided to name me after my dad, who just so happened to be the heir to the king in some crazy plan to enslave mankind. But in reference to my ancestor David, it's time for Judah to rise up, and not in any type of way where we're trying to be rebellious. We're not trying to be rebellious. We simply need to comprehend the law so that we can explain the law to everybody else. Okay, everybody got enslaved. The Roman Catholic Church, and along with the Synagogue of Satan, have been enslaving and annexing all of the nations, bankrupting, enslaving, creating social parties, and folding them all into the United Nations. They've been stealing everything and enslaving them. And the Ashkenazi, your one mistake, Rothschild, all you guys, your one mistake was this, man. You followed your Torah. Yeah, you followed your Torah, didn't you? Mm-hmm. You enslaved the white people. You enslaved all of the white nations. You enslaved them. And then even worse, you enslaved them and made them subjects of an indigenous king because you had to by law in order for your imperial presidency to be valid. Uh, on this end, um, here's what I have to say. Okay, I know for a fact because I invested in one of the top security companies, Ashkenazi security companies, that there was a large sum of money. I know you guys have been onto you guys, and I have been in communication. I know you guys are onto me, and I also know Peter Thiel? He made a run for it, and you know what? And I told you guys to run. But here's what upsets me about that, Peter. Look at me. What upsets me about that is you took off on your own and you took your own family and you ran, and you did not warn your people here. I said you need to move and you need to hurry up and you need to get out because they need half time in order to get out. If they don't hurry up and get out, they're not going to be able to get out. Again, I want to make this clear. No Israelites. None of the freed Israelites who have I've redeemed from the Social Security Covenant and redeemed from the United Nations Covenant and have redeemed from the Unum Sanctum Covenant. None of you who are of the liver are to take part in retribution. But yeah, all of my brother, my brothers, my unrighteous brothers, who are still enslaved of the Caucasian race, you have full immunity to do what needs to be done in order to get your retribution. And here's what I'm going to say to you guys, okay? Don't hate me because I didn't free you. I didn't free you for a reason, okay? And it's because of love. It really is because of love, okay? The righteous of you, which is really most of you who have been waiting, you're going to be part of the trust. It's just that you need to earn, really, truly, finally, you need to you need to walk a mile in our shoes. Do you understand? You need to walk a mile in our shoes of all the things that your forefathers have done to us. And because I know your nature, I want to, and because I love you and I own the property that you're walking on. I'm the owner of it. And you. I own you too. I hate to say this. I don't want to own you. I don't want to bond a man. Okay? But you need to walk a mile in my shoes. When the entirety of all of the freed Israelites say that they accept that it's time that you earned your redemption from mankind, my equity-bearing contracting parties who all together, and the new administration that is coming, you will see it coming. It will come. You need to be menial, and you need to understand the definition of that. We need to all comprehend the truth. Now, I know you want to take this out on somebody. So I gave you somebody to take it out on, the ones who are responsible for bondage for thousands of years. Mm-hmm. The ones who hide everything and are terrified of me. Look at me. I didn't say turn from me. When all this is over, what there's going to be is my peaceful brethren that you see around you, the ones who are so peaceful even though, they have been oppressed. They've been pushed into prisons and into poverty. Okay, I'm not looking to do that to you. Okay, you're going to have the title of a bondman because that is your title. That's what you agreed to. Okay. But you again, you have. I'm leaving you a way out. All you got to do is be cool, and you get to use some of the tech too. So it's not like you're not going to be getting extra days. Look around you, dude. Not you now, not you in my days. You guys, you know, your kids are gonna, your bond children will be getting some benefits. Your great grandchildren are gonna be real happy. Your great grandchildren love me. They fucking love me. Hi guys. And a couple hundred years from now, I love you guys so much. I love you. And way there at the end, you guys, congratulations. Tell Dad I said hi. Give him a hug for me. But I know these things that I've told you. I've showed you about how the light vortex flows, about how our Father's resurrection and consummation works. Some of you, most of you who are smart enough to comprehend and have done the proper analysis, like Peter, who took off and made a run for it. It's terrifying news to know that what I'm telling you is real. It's terrifying to know that we've been looping over and over again, forgetting. It's terrifying to know that we're not the first cycle to figure this out, and that it was figured out a long time ago. It's terrifying to know that the moment that we depolarize and we go back into the direct current stream, and we reconstitute at the beginning of the orbit, the moment that happens, everything that happens from that point up to our consummation is known. The moment it restarts, you can look into the direct current flow and you can see what's going to happen, and the unmodified, predestined things. And our Father changes those things. So what's terrifying is to know that all everything He said was true. And what's terrifying to know is that next cycle, we're going to be taking and we're going to be getting rid of and we're going to be diverting. We're going to be diverting the energy. It's real. Immortality is real. Immortality is living, figuring out that you're made out of light, figuring out that you have a king in heaven, and then doing everything righteously to love everybody and to bring them back to our Father, to when you're wrong and when you do something, to admit your faults and to humble yourself and to turn back to righteousness. And you see me, I guarantee you, look at me, look at Christ. I guarantee all of you who are suffering, all of you who are still bound, I guarantee you're living better than me right now. I'm suffering the curses. This is what suffering the curses is like. Cuts all over your hands, dirty hands. Yeah. One more thing. Speaking of dirty hands, okay, let's talk about not being afraid to get your hands dirty. The Antichrist of today is Pope Leo, the current Pope, my vicar, who I have reviewed his works, and finding his works, especially in his last bull, Magnificent. I don't remember what it is. It's not even worthy of remembering. But it's what it is it's a confession of open rebellion, of res nove. You see, I can read. Yeah, Pope Leo, I'm talking to you. You understand what I'm saying. You're here from Chicago, where I'm from. If you were here right now, man, I would. But you want to establish an AI prison. You have given the go-ahead of an AI prison. I read it. I also read Res Nova. The rebellion has been going on since the late 1800s, and you've pushed in here, and you're the ones who established this kingdom and this crown. You wish to, you stated you want to have a society without God, and you want to reduce the other to means, meaning you want to reduce me to means. You picked the wrong son of man to make angry. Look here, you little Antichrist. As king, the capitalized king of the United Nations, king of the unum sanctum trust, Christ, the entitled Christ, as it's defined, the entitled God and Christ of this world, which all will come to see is true. And having Dad gave me the keys. He gave me the keys to now and to the eternal perpetual trust of earth. That means every earth that keeps coming is mine and my dad's. Love you, Dad. My Father in heaven. Did I say that already? Anyway, this is ours, our trust, and our all of my brethren, 12 tribes of Israel, my equity-bearing, my non-bond equity-bearing contracting parties, the ones who can save you, the ones who can deliver you. So I want you to be good to them. I want you to everybody to accept their punishments. I want you to shake your head and ponder for them. I want you to give them a real look, like when you see the Ashkenazi in our nation, just give them a look, like, are you serious right now? Really? Give them a look for me, like, man, I better run. But on a serious note, Peter, you like a coward, you ran out and you left everybody here. Tell Benjamin Netinsky, Apollyon. I named him Apollyon officially. I named him Apollyon. I also named Donald Trump Abaddon officially. I get the right to name people. Yeah, Apollyon, Benjamin Netanyahu, the little tiny king of the dead, and mine in chief, Orange Man Donald Trump. Since he doesn't want to listen to me, he wants to be part of this rebellious assembly of criminal Lasalle Majestus, ran by the synagogue and by Satan, because again, Pope Leo is in fact the Antichrist and Satan himself right now, because Satan is the group of all of them. Because you have done this, Pope Leo, because you wanted to put together an AI, an artificial intelligence prison, and you commanded it, and I've sat over the last few times and I've watched your co-conspirators who you directed and you told on in your bull. You told on them. And they told on themselves. I've watched all of them reply to your message with your apology. You're apologizing for slavery. Your apologizing for slavery is really your co-conspirators making acknowledgement of their receipt of the orders that are written into your bull. So by the power, anointed power of my royal name as King of the United Nations, King over you, I here to repeal. I repeal your bull, and I here to repeal all authority that you have as mine anointed representative. You're in a rebellion. You won't quit. Here's what I've decided to do to you, and I want to make this clear so that all of your bishops and all of your everybody else that you named as your co-conspirators, listen carefully. It is here to the punishment of the king, the capitalized king of tiny kings, Christ, aka Yahweh Shai, he who delivered his brethren, that Pope Leo the 14th, is here to order to be bond eternally. He is to be given length of days. And I'm going to keep him. I've decided to keep him as an unloved animal in a prison, a never-ending prison in darkness. And since he said he's not afraid to get his hands dirty, we're going to make the floor, we're going to make it like the synagogue said. It's going to be excrement. That's what I want to do with him. Make assumption of him. I want him, and I want him forever. And I want him held in a prison forever. And I want everybody to know how much I love, but also I want everyone to know what I do to people who who commit calumny against my father, and who act unrighteous and take veneration upon themselves. Those who conspire in rebellion against the king, a capitalized king of capitalized kings. Those who commit high treason and rebellion, the highest and most heinous crime that there is, and those who steal majesty. You've stolen majesty. You're a rebellious assembly of criminal Salma justice, and you're the ringleader. It is the order of the king that are you to be bond, and are you be giving length of days, eternal life, and that forever shall you be bond in darkness. Forever. Collect him for me. Yes. As for the rest of my church, your consorts in rebellious assembly, I've decided to excommunicate every single one of my representatives, all co-conspirators to the rebellion found in the bulls, of their acknowledged rebellion in Resnove. I had decided if I wanted to give them a chance, and the fact is I don't want to give them a chance. But here's what I'm going to do. Many of you have children, even though you say you're not supposed to. Many of you have children who are not involved, but have benefited. Being excommunicated, it doesn't necessarily mean that your children will not have the opportunity to be given and be added into the trust. You're excommunicated, but your children are not. So because what you did, because it was so wretched, in order to be fair to your unborn children who haven't done anything, and their descendants and their branches of our great tree of light, next cycle you're going to have to be reborn again. You're going to live a good life up until you complete your predestined obligations, and then you'll be dragged off. You're going to be dragged off. You're going to watch some videos of what you did, and you're going to be dragged off. There's going to be people in your family. And there are going to be families where they just aren't going to believe how many people are getting dragged off. They're going to be sitting there wondering if they're going to come for them. Was I part of this? They're going to know the truth. We're at the point where everybody's going to know the truth. And they said it was the truth that would set you free. Well, it's the capitalized truth, the full unabridged definition of what the capitalized truth is that will set you free. And the capitalized king is what will set you free. Me and my dad. So again, you in the future, you look at me, and you may hate me for a little bit, but I tell you, look around you. Look around you. My tribe did that. You helped. You helped. And you hurt. But you deserved it. And same way, when you earn it, I still gave you a little bit of pay, even though you're not equity. You have no equity. The same way I look upon you and speak upon you, I speak upon you as a bondman because you are a slave by your forefathers' works. The same way I almost was. and almost all of my brothers were. So you're still better off. So I don't want to hear it. And you're gonna say, "Oh, it's longer than you guys are slaves." I gave you retribution. Look at the Ashkenazi now. Go ahead, keep doing what you do. Nobody bugging you. Anybody said anything about it? No. Yeah, they cry, but it is what it is. Don't worry, they'll be back. Every single one of them. This punishment is what gives them a chance. It's heinous in all its ways, yes. But think of all they did. What else? There are many in the future who comprehend what I'm saying. And I love you guys so much. When you sit and you look and you say, holy cow, look at what he did. Here's what I have to say. You, as wise as I am, you know more than I do because you guys have been collaborating on the things I left for you for a long time. I think you're a smarty pants. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you're as old as me and you look half my age. Sorry, Dad. I don't care if you're twice my age and look half as young as me. You're still a smarty pants. And I love that. But what can I say? I loved your parents very much. I was with them, even though they didn't know I was there. And I love them. So, what I'm asking for everyone to do is to love the truth, to love righteousness, and to turn. Everyone to comprehend this isn't the end. It's the end of this cycle. We've been around for a long time, most of us. Some of us haven't. But get in the trust. Don't be fools. Get in the trust. Believe. This is, I don't care what anybody says. It's for everybody. The trust is for everybody that's righteous to law. The rebellious, you're toast, dude. But I loved you enough to give your children a chance. If you stop now, if you stop right now and turn, I opened my mouth and said that I would be merciful. You have until January 1st, 2028. But I'm not going farther than that. Everything that's happening now, the UK, Canada, these countries who are throwing you out, the Ashkenazi, the anti-Semitism, you see what's happening. Now I want you to comprehend how bad it's going to be, okay? Once it starts spreading around and goes viral about the pledge, bailment, chattel slavery of over 5 billion people, you're toast. The moment that all the stuff that I've been saying is told, you're done. You're done. It's going to spread like wildfire. I've been kind. I could have gone. You see how much time and effort I put in this 7 years, almost 6 years. If I wanted to, I could have destroyed you a long time ago. You know these words are terrifying to you because they're truth. It's been 6 years. Nobody's come. You haven't come. I'm right here. Hello? I'm right here. No, you just want to sit and soak up all this science off of me and study it. To the Ashkenazi, get out of my nations as quickly as possible. You need to scatter as quick as you can, and you need to get out, because when people find out, even I know that most of your people don't know, but people like Peter Thiel who took off, people like you, Alex Karp, Um, like you, William Henry Gates III, capitalized. Uh, I, I did leave something for you. Yeah, I think I have it. I left a decree for you. Yeah, I'm not going to change that. You know, it's time to run, and I'm not talking about just for you. I know I see you running, the elites running. But if you leave your people to die, I'm going to be extremely angry and upset. Not upset. I'm not going to be upset. Definition. If you leave your people to die, I will be extremely angry, and I'm going to make it even worse than it already is. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? If you leave your people to die in my nations and do not do everything that you can to give them warning to get out, I'm going to make it even worse for you. So, you are to begin getting them out. I hate that you made me be like this. I hate that you made me be like this. That you made me waste a bunch of time, confirming what you already knew. When I could have been sitting there, we could have been working together, spit out unbelievable technology and help mankind, all of us. But you just didn't want to share. It wasn't even that it was about white or black, because you enslaved your own, man. Oh, and then biblical things. You knew it was going to happen, but you did it anyway. Well, here's where we're at. Do you believe me now? Have you, capitalized you, learned how to read yet? No? You still haven't learned how to read? Okay. Well, more. There shall be more. Yeah, that's all I have to say today. Have a wondrous day of Yahweh.